Hey, what's up guys? Chase Craig here with Own Boise, and I'm excited because we have the market statistics for Ada County for the end of 2020. It's finally here, the year's finally over. I'm going to dive into exactly what happened. For those of you this video is way too long, you won't watch. Here's the top 3 things you need to know. Inventory's down 79% year over year. Sold prices are up 18% year over year. And even with inventory down, we actually sold more homes in 2020 than we did in 2019. We sold 4% more than we did the year before. So if you want to find out how that happened, watch the rest of this video. All right guys, so diving into those 3 things that I went into, I want you to know I'm going to be doing a longer video. I'll actually put a link to the video in the YouTube channel if you're checking that out, and we'll send it out in our newsletter as well. If you don't get the newsletter, be sure to sign up. You can head to ownboise.com, pick your favorite Own Boise agent, make sure that you get a part of our client appreciation program so you can see all of these videos and other exciting information about the real estate market so you can stay informed on one of your biggest investments or future investments, if you will. And that video, we're going to dive into not just Ada County resale, we're also going to dive into new construction, and we're going to look at the entire year as to what happened, and most importantly, I'm going to be giving my year-long prediction for 2021 with what's going to happen. So check out that video. Now let's dive into what we talked about for this video, the concept for this video. So inventory's down in Ada County existing. It's down to 85 homes. Now it's not normal. This number is way, 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 way low, but it is normal that we do go down from, typically October, November, December, we actually just continue on this downward trend. So that part's pretty typical. The number itself is not. We're actually down 79% year over year. So this time last year, we had 402 active listings, whereas right now we have 85. Now, I need you guys to know, if you're a buyer out there and you're like, Chase, how am I going to buy? There's only 85 homes and there's 85 million people trying to buy a home in Boise. How can I be one of those? Well, good news is we have a lot of sellers, potential sellers coming up as we move into the spring. You need to be in contact with us as your real estate agent. We know about a lot of homes before they hit the market, and even homes that aren't on the market and never will hit the market. So if you're a buyer out there and you're like, how do I navigate this market? You need to understand, we don't charge up front for our services to buyers. We're actually paid upon the successful close of the transaction by the seller typically. So reach out to us. We can tell you more about why it's important for you to hire a real estate agent up front and have us working for you to help you navigate this difficult market. So now, number 2, sold prices up 18%. What does that mean in numbers? $427,452 is the average price in Ada County. Whew, that is awesome if you own homes. Congratulations, your investment has continued to climb. You have crushed your net worth in terms of what a renter's net worth would be just by living in your home and paying your mortgage, or if you don't have a mortgage, good on you, you're just paying taxes. Let me give you some perspective though. In 2011, the average sold price in Ada County was $160,000. So, $427,500 divided by $160,000. You're at 2.67 times, so 267% increase since you bought in 2011. Now we know 2011 was the bottom, and obviously it was way too low. But if you remember, the peak back in 2007 was like 265, 280, or 200 grand above that. So, or 150 grand above that. So prices and valuations continue to go up. What's causing that? Low interest rates, low inventory, and one of the biggest things is desirability to live in your community in Boise. You already know we have a lot of people moving in from out of the area. In fact, you might be watching this thinking of moving in from out of the area, or you might have just recently moved in from out of the area. So the secret's out. Boise is no longer a secret. It hasn't been for probably 7, 8, 9 years. So yeah, that's driving our prices. The other thing that I want you to know is, why is inventory so low? Well, we had kind of a lost, not a lost decade, but we had about a lost 5 years. So typically we would build about 1 million homes a year nationally. Well, for 5 years, that number was suppressed. We ended up losing 1 to 1.5 million homes that normally would have been built because of the financial crisis in 2007 and 2008. So developers weren't developing, builders weren't building. Those are homes that people would be able to move into right now, but they just don't exist. And it's really, really difficult for those people to catch up. And right now, our builders, again, that video I'm going to be doing on new construction, we'll be talking about this a little bit further, but builders are struggling today. There's not enough people to do the work. Prices are at all-time highs for land, construction, materials, and the labor is really, 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 really tight. So we'll dive into that in another video. Make sure to check that out. And then the last thing is sold volumes up 4% year over year. You heard that right. So in 2020, we sold 8,522 homes in Ada County on the resale side. This does not include new construction. Last year, or excuse me, 2 years ago, in 2019, we sold 8,191 homes. So we sold 4% more homes. And you've been watching these videos, you know inventory is way lower. How are we selling more homes when we had less homes to sell? Well, the reality is we actually had the same amount of homes to sell, but the demand was significantly higher. So that demand, all those extra buyers are buying up all the inventory. So we're still selling the same amount of homes or even more by 4%, but the inventory is not there. It's not being replenished at the rate that maybe it would have been in the past. So that's what's causing that. Now, you've heard this before if you watch these videos. I cannot stress this enough. We have for sale by owners saying, Chase, I can sell my home on my own. Why would I hire a realtor and pay commission? You know what scares me about that is you're absolutely right. In this market, you will definitely sell your home on your own. You might even get above your asking price. The challenge is, and what scares me about that is, you're actually going to leave money on the table. Now, I have a client of mine who, he's a builder. I've sold many of his homes. Great guy, good friend. He decided, hey, we're going to try the FSBO thing out on our own. He wasn't super aware of how people are negotiating terms in this market, like how they can get a rent back for free, how they can get the closing date they want, how they can waive the appraisal, how they can waive the home inspection, what's normal on a home inspection, what's not, how can you make the earnest money non-refundable so if they walk away, you're protected, all that stuff. And of course, price. This person listed a home at 600 grand. It was easily worth 700. Easily worth 700. They were afraid that they couldn't cover the cost of commission, and they got a good offer. I think they sold it for 605 or 610. The reality is they left about 50 grand on the table even after paying real estate commissions. So you can sell your home in this market. In fact, any realtor worth their salt can sell any home in this market. You need to find the best real estate professionals that are getting the most amount of money. They're people who are selling a lot of homes and negotiating properties in this market. They get it. That's us. Give us a shot. Don't believe me? Interview us. Give us a shot, and if nothing else, you'll make sure that your agent you already have is the best for you. Now, if you're already under a contract with an agent, this is not a solicitation. This is just for those of you that are still considering your options. Talk to us. We study the market every day. Me and my team meet every day for 30 minutes to talk about the market and get better for our agents so we know what's happening. So that's all I want to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And if you're a former client of ours or a current client of ours or even a customer or someone that works with us, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We couldn't have done what we did without you. In fact, last year in 2020, we sold 225 properties. And again, we couldn't have done that without you. And this year, our goal is even bigger. So help us to achieve that and put us to work. We want to go to work for you. Thanks a lot, guys.